So high ticket sales, which is a business model that I've been doing over the last couple of years that allowed me to build my dream life in my early 20s, is not the same thing as traditional sales that you think about. When you think about sales, you probably think about cold calling, sitting in an office, pushing people to buy, selling some scammy product, and talking to people that don't even want to speak with you. This stuff has never been a part of the stuff that I've been doing over the last couple of years. I've been in this industry for about 3 years now. I've made multiple six figures every single year. I've done absolutely zero cold calls during this time. I've never talked over a Zoom call to a lead that didn't already know the company and the product that I was selling and already wanted to buy. And I've been traveling all over the world while doing this, taking Zoom calls from my computer and selling stuff that I actually believe in. So in this video, what I want to do is I just want to sit down with you and break down how high ticket sales actually works and how to get really freaking good at high ticket sales. Give you some insights from my own journey of doing this for a while now that's allowed me to make a lot of money in this industry. I'm not talking about making like 2 to 5K a month. I'm going to give you some sauce on how to actually get extremely good at high ticket sales, get to the highest level, because getting extremely good at high ticket sales is not about being pushy. It's not about knowing the right objection overcomes and like having the perfect script to follow. No. Getting extremely good at high ticket sales, all what it's about is just simply being an extremely good leader. That is it. High ticket sales is not pushing people to do stuff for your reasons and forcing people to buy and like shoving something down their throat and forcing them into a coaching program or mentorship, whatever you're selling. What high ticket sales is you work for an influencer, the influencer does marketing, they run ads, they make content online to get people that are interested. You know, those people come to you, they come on a call, they already know, like, and trust the influencer. Your job is simply to help these people make good decisions. That is it, okay? That's all I've been doing over the last couple of years. That's what allowed me to really build my dream life. It's not by having some like crazy sales skills or like some persuasion skills. It's simply by being able to show up to a call and genuinely help people. That's all you do. And that's why I love this industry, because like for the last couple of years, like I've been able to make more money than a well-paid doctor just like taking calls from my computer while traveling the world and just like yapping to people. I don't run an entire business. I don't need to deal with fulfillment and marketing, all these other things. I just show up to calls, speak to people, genuinely help them, and I make $500, $1,000, $2,000, even more than that per day by doing this. Like it's kind of insane. So then like how do you actually do this? Like what do you actually say on your calls? Because obviously you're not going to show up to calling, it's like yap to someone, it's like have fun. Like you're obviously going to say some stuff to actually make sales and actually like make money for yourself and help people. It all comes down to just understanding that most people are stuck in their life because of how their beliefs are wired, like how their brain works, you know, like how they think, how they make decisions. Okay. So the way that you help people at the highest level, a lot of times what it's about is simply just being willing to challenge people, being willing to lead people. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Like the best closers, the best people in this industry, they make the most money. The way that I've been able to make a lot of money in this space, way more than most other people, and become a top performer on pretty much all offers that I've been on, is simply by showing up to calls, being very, very confident and having conviction in myself, being a strong leader, being able to show up to calls, challenge other people, call them out on their BS, and lead them to make good decisions for themselves. By doing that's how you serve people. It's not by having some like word track when someone says, yeah, I want to think about it, or when you're pitching someone or dropping the price. It's not about like pushing them, like you need to buy today, you're stupid if you think about this, you shouldn't push this off. No, it's about simply trying to understand people so you can help them at the highest level. All that sales really is, and high ticket sales, high ticket closing, whatever you want to call it, is simply showing up to a call, understanding what someone's problem is, understanding like what is the gap between where someone is and where do they want to be. That's the first thing. When you understand that, you will realize that there's a problem, there's a gap. You know, they're here right now, let's say they're overweight right now, they want to lose weight. Or let's say they're making 2K per month, they want to make 10K per month, let's say, okay? There's a gap between where they are, where they want to be. That gap is the problem, okay? You need to figure that out. That's the first thing we do on a call. We do that by asking questions. Then we figure out what's been holding this person back from bridging this gap so far and actually getting to where they want to go and solving this problem. You know, because pretty much 99% of cases, the thing that's been holding them back in the past is going to be the objection at the end of your call unless you overcome that early in the call. So that's a quick trick or a quick hack for you guys. You want to figure out what's been holding these people back in the past from solving this problem and then overcome that early in your calls. When you do this, you can have very quick conversations. You can close people way, way faster. and you can help people overcome what's been holding them back in the past, which is usually just a wrong way of making decisions, a wrong like beliefs and fear, etc. Okay, so that's what we do, and then we just put in like our solution. We fit our solution into this gap that they have. Simple. That's all sales is. We want to figure out what the problem is, what the gap is, and then we want to position our solutions, whatever product, whatever if you're selling like a mentorship, if you're selling like a coaching program, like helping people lose weight, helping with like a diet coaching program, there's dating coaching, there's like helping people start an online business, helping like a more B2B, so helping like a company get more customers with marketing, whatever the service or offer that you're selling, you just want to position that as a solution in the gap for this person. If you do this correctly, figure out what the gap is for the person, and then you position your solution as the solution for them, and you help them see how the solution is going to fix the problem for them, you will make sales. It's simple as that. A lot of people overcomplicate sales and they think they need to have like this perfect objection overcome and everything. It's like, you're not going to get objections on your sales calls if you just do what I said right now correctly. And this is how I've been able to have quick, straightforward sales calls, not waste time handling a shit ton of objections and being on calls for hours and hours. Like I just have very straightforward calls because I know how to do this stuff. I just show up to a call, I figure out what someone's gap is, figure out where are they at right now, where do they want to be, what's been holding them back from getting there so far, overcome whatever that's been, get their commitment actually willing to overcome whatever fear or thing that's been holding them back in the past, position our solution as the right thing for them, and then boom, they're gonna buy. This is what sales at the highest level is. And the important thing here is when you're doing this, it's not about just doing this stuff, it's about how you do this as well. Because you can do the exact stuff I told you right now, but if you don't show up in a confident way, it's not gonna work out. So that's why the most important thing that really beats everything else is just you showing up as a confident leader on your calls. Being willing to challenge people, being willing to call people out, being willing to have uncomfortable conversations. One of the biggest things that I learned when I got into high ticket sales from a mentor that I had when I first started off is the more uncomfortable conversations that you're willing to have, the more money that you'll make. Okay, because most people never face their true like pains and never face like the reality of what's going to happen if they don't make a change. You know, the cost of staying in the same position. If you're willing as a high ticket closer to show up to a sales call, have these uncomfortable conversations, hold people accountable to showing up as their highest self, and having uncomfortable conversations, talking about like the painful stuff, the stuff that they don't want to be feeling, the stuff that they want to get out of. If you do that and if you're just okay with asking hard and difficult questions to people, you will crush in this industry. Okay? This is what it takes. This is why sales is all about personal development. Again, it's not about pushing people and forcing people to buy and all that stuff. You're showing up to calls. I take a couple of calls every single day, between usually 4 to 6 sales calls, 4 to 6 hours per day. Talk to people that already want to buy. They're already on the call. They're ready to pretty much pay and join the program. My job is just to talk to these people and help them overcome themselves. That's all there is to it. And doing this is what allowed me to not only build obviously like wealth and be able to build money, etc., but also build your confidence, build your conviction in yourself, and build yourself. And that's why I think for a young guy, you need to get into sales. This skill is going to transfer over into everything else. When you know how to sell, you can lead other people. You can run your own business. Everything becomes easier, but also in life in general. When you know how to lead people properly, how people make decisions, you become more powerful, you become more influential. And that's what changed my life, truly, is by learning these skills of how to show up and how to lead people. Again, sales is not about saying some scripted, like objection overcome or whatever. Sales is about leading people authentically and showing up and doing the right thing in the moment, which might be calling someone out on their BS, which might be challenging someone when they're not stepping up and showing up as their higher selves. If this sounds like something that you can see yourself doing, if you're someone who's started to go through your own personal development journey, started getting more discipline, and started getting your habits in place, then you definitely have opportunity to do well in this industry. Because people that are certain, people that are confident in themselves, people that have their own life dialed in, are always those who do extremely well in high ticket sales. That's what allowed me to get good at in this industry, because I just dialed in my own life, I became a strong leader, I started leading other people, I started just having my own life in place, being dialed in. And then I could show up to sales calls and challenge other people that were not showing up to the higher standards. And then I was able to serve those people and in return make a lot of money for myself by helping others. So if you want my help to get into this industry and learn how to sell at the highest level, you can apply for my mentorship, where I train you up, I place you directly into good roles in this industry. By booking a call down below this video, we'll chat to see if you're actually a good fit, if I can actually help you. I'm very selective with who I work with. If you have any questions, DM on Instagram. Hopefully this is valuable. Sales is leadership. High ticket sales specifically. It's leadership. It's about helping people, nothing else. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Ciao.